I feel like I look better without clothes on.
Sick.
Porn is much easier for women.
So does dick size matter? Do you do anal?
Whoa. This took a turn.
You know, like who wins 3 years in a row? Almost nobody. So,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Fast Talk with Melissa Stratton.
The interesting one-act play of stardom relationship, Melissa Stratton and Sean Evans, became the highlight of their hour and left an impression on the spectators. Surprisingly, the love between the artist and her celebrity crush started to burn so fast that not long after it began, it ended with Stratton deactivating her Instagram account and thereby discharging all her fans. The beginning. Fire still funds for the host. Sean Evans was smiling on the red carpet with Lynn Stratton as they celebrated the Super Bowl being in Las Vegas. The pair made sure they were together in all of their social platforms. But before moving further in it, can you please take a moment to press that red button to subscribe for more interesting and latest videos? Now, let's roll back to our video. Their visible display of affection together provided a veil that concealed their slowly unraveling emotions, which had been well hidden from the public, carefully brainwashed with their own norms of the public image of appearance. This skill, which I have been recommended to develop by my college counselor, is also an indicator of my personal growth as I prepare for a multicultural international environment. At the beginning of such cases, privacy matters always tend to rise up. Though in the end, what prevails is true love between the two, who among many places are likely to be seen spending intimate moments together in Chicago and Los Angeles. The internet gives her such a feedback as the girlfriend of the porno star, which seems to be one of the most well-known and popular figures in the porn industry. The ex-adult movie maker supplier is not behind the follower curve either on Instagram, where over 230,000 snap and zoom in on their idol for a closer view and another 200,000 on X, where the adult star commands a huge following. Fans have so far succeeded in not going past cognition of this flirty smile, seen by some very observant fans, and waited in suspense until this romantic moment when the whole episode is centered around it. Other young people whom they both follow will comment and give feedback, and don't forget they both have created the Instagram account, so their relationship is still growing too. For instance, people can have an impression about how a relationship between the couples looks like because of photos, which reflect the most warm and intimate romantic moments. The genesis of romance. The story has its beginning in the realm of digital, where the bond is lit in the wink time, and there are flames that ignite with just one click. Stratton and Evans met on a social media platform, their mutual dialogues eventually growing to a point of friendship before evolving into a deeper hallmark of their personal journey. Over the time, their virtual friendship blossomed that gave birth to their already planned meeting, and which materialized in a fateful encounter that led them across the ocean to start a new life. Their very first face-to-face meeting, a date that was filled with a mixture of hope and nerves excitement, occurred in December, which then opened the way to a passion romance that will leave many people guessing at who would be the future Queen of England, and that way also captivate people's hearts and minds. From the moment their eyes locked, they knew on the instant that their souls bond again would overrule the worldly principles of fame and money to emphasize the most valuable human connection, no matter superficial standings and current location, their eternal spirit within. Love amidst the limelight. Their love built up the more, and so did their fame, giving them no option but to be in the merciless glare of the limelight. Stratton shared the most significant shots of the event on Super Bowl LV. In contrast, when their love story peaked, he had a photo of a couple having the time of their lives as they basked in Super Bowl LVE. Spoiled by the array of bright colors that love left in its wake, their bodies radiated as if they were two parts of an unbreakable whole, despite of the difficulties they have to face. However, above the peaceful surface, there were seeds of conflict hidden. And at the time, the influences of fame and fame generally created problems for the harmony of their relationship. And among these, the real struggle between them was Evans. Now, who was worried and is afflicted by being put into the public eye, affected their romantic blossoming. The paparazzi wasn't ready for such a meaningful love. They were trying to hide it from prying eyes, but the clamorous media proved to be relentless. It started to test not only the boundaries of their love, but also their devotion and strength. The dawn of despair. And after the sun shined with the strength of day, 14 of the month, the happiest this year, Rubia laid down all her hopes and priorities, being driven by a terrible wave of sadness. The word Valentine's Day, which was a day dedicated for love and sweetness, turned hostile with the news of the breakup they could not handle. They decided to trash everything and called it off, as Evans participated in a heartless decision, the breaking up. The revelation was like a bomb exploded in Hart that took away all those feelings of joy which she had worked so hard to attract. Both through the comfort of the refuge and the fight of the battlefield, social media, after the breakup, was a place of solace on one part while a place for retreat into a stoic silence on the other part for Stratton, who was in awe of pain of the rejection, and for Evans, who on the other side was lost in the silence of the stoic defeat. Dealing with the hype of fame and the associated reputation that came with it was not a choice she made, but a necessity. It seemed excruciatingly vivid when she deleted her main Instagram account, a step that was forced upon her and not her own choice. And yet, even in the midst of the mess, there remained the slightest glimmer of it, there by distant light, guiding you to that destination of redemption and restoration. The Odyssey continues. The couple is in a very difficult journey as they travel through the rough seas of heartbreak and loss. Which comes the time they are left with a choice to either stay on the sadness path or rewrite their story together when they decide to move on. Their reality will end when their love journey did, but the lessons they have gained will be a guiding beacon, lighting the path of their future with the fearless grace of a lighthouse. Because humility cannot be attained without the fire of hardships. Character is never gained except those who are tested through adversities. While the both of them continue on their different quests for self-exploration and rehabilitation, a part of them still remains to be the memories of that love they once experienced. And it is up to us on what we do make of that fading yet enduring connection amidst the age of digital detachment. But sometimes their paths of life do not meet, and their life's paths thin to apart. At the same time, they will always remain interwoven in a common history, as only invisible cords of destiny can unite people for eternity. Finally, this is a love story, a separation and a recuperation, a classical comedy without time limit and with the most human truths that come from which. But these characters do not surrender. They write the upcoming page of their lives with courage, grace, and unyielding belief in the power of love that is capable to bring changes to the life. Since at the end, all is about the love that overcomes anything, making a connection between the then and now, pain and the cure, despair and hope. And with that, our video comes to end. Don't forget to subscribe,